What's going on, guys? As you can tell by the thumbnail, it's turbo time. But before we go over all the details about the kit and the why and then the certain parts that I went with, I gotta kind of give you a little bit of backstory of what's been going on. Been kind of quiet, haven't done a whole lot with the car. I've been waiting on the kit for months. But something has come up since the turbo kit has arrived, and we'll get into that in this video. But first, we gotta make some room. It looks like we got a small little oil leak, which I believe it's at the drain plug, the crush washer. But anyway, you're probably wondering, what are all the boxes for? And that's what we're gonna get into in this video. And now for the turbo kit. Well, as you can see behind me and in this video, we went with the P&L turbo kit. This is their stage 1. I would call it their 1.5 because it's their like middle range turbo, I believe, unless they updated or changed some things. They used to have a bunch of precision stuff on their site. Now I think they went over to the Garrett, like the new the G30 series turbos. I went with they have the 550, the G30 550, 660, and 750, I believe. Don't quote me. I went with the middle turbo. It's the G30 660. So I believe the G30 is G's for Garrett. 30 is 30 years of I guess turbo technology or whatever. And the 660 is the horsepower rating. It's all V-band. It's got a .83 AR housing for the back end. I believe the compressor's 54 mil. I need to double check that. 3-inch downpipe, again, V-band to the overpipe, which is a 3-band 2-bolt. Or I'm sorry, 3-inch 2-bolt. Got their MAF pipe, which goes into the throttle body, coming out of the intercooler. V-band blow-off valve. Your MAF housing there. Also, their intercooler, which I'm gonna kind of keep covered. As you can see, it's bar and plate. It's pretty thick. I haven't measured it, but I don't know, what's that? 4.5 inches thick, maybe. Your inlet's on the top. Your outlet's on the side here. The header is still in that box. We're not gonna pull it out because I'm moving. And that's why you see all these boxes, and that's why I really don't have time to work on the car. Me, my wife, my family, my kids, we're gonna move out of state. We're actually moving out of Florida. We're gonna be moving up to Georgia. There's some business opportunities up there, and we've been in Florida our whole lives, and it's just so hot. I mean, every summer it just sucks. You don't want to go outside. You don't want to do anything. I feel like ever since COVID, we got really busy, so traffic's crazy. Costs are up. It's just, you know, we love the mountains, we love the woods, and so that's where we're going. And that's why I haven't done anything to the car, because with moving and trying to find a home and sell this and declutter the house, and we're putting everything in the garage. But we went under contract. And yeah, so I have literally 3 weeks to get out. By the time you're seeing this video, maybe a week or two. But I want to give you guys an update. I ordered the kit. It took about 6 months. I ordered it in Black Friday, and just to get a discount, because this thing is, I couldn't even tell you what it costs now. $6,000, maybe more, depending on the options. I got a lightweight flywheel, got a clutch, which you saw in that smaller box. We went with ID 1300cc injectors, bigger fuel pump, and I think that's it. We're gonna be running 0.5 bar or 7 PSI, the wastegate spring, and that's where I'm gonna keep it. My goal was to make 100 horsepower, and the more and more cars that I see that are, you know, being boosted, especially with their kit. I mean, Austin's making over 600 wheel on a bigger turbo. I believe he's on the 750, and he's running, I was told, right around 18 PSI on E85 to make over 600 wheel horsepower. Then there's another YouTuber, I forget his name right now, same turbo as me, making 560 wheel horsepower. And with what I'm doing with the car, road racing, a lot of heat management, and the durability of the kit, it's easy to just floor a car for a few seconds, you know, make some noise, spin the tires, and it's probably gonna be okay, especially if you're on a stock clutch and your tires aren't that sticky or they don't give you the traction. You know, I think the trans is going to be okay, and probably the motor, because you're releasing the load. Okay, road racing is different. It's 20-30 minutes of constantly flooring it. So heat management is the next thing we're going to be messing around with. Again, I'm keeping it around 7 PSI. It's always going to be on E85. Super conservative. If it makes, let's say it makes 425, okay, well, let's make 400. Let's, you know, pull some timing out, whatever we need to do to lower that power, because yeah, I can easily make more power and go a little bit faster, and then it explodes, and it's like, okay, well, that was fun until it's not, and then now it costs me so much more. This car really started off as like a TT5 car or a Club TR. And then, you know, you just fall in love with modification and then looking at the performance and stuff. And I just kept going and going and going and falling more in love with the car and getting a little bit faster. And then we threw some aero on it, and then that's fun. And now it's like, man, let's just see where we can go with the car. This is just built for just smiles and laps, really. Would I love to go with like a Grid Life, you know, Global Time Attack or Pikes Peak? Yeah, it'd be cool. I don't know if the car's really that competitive right now. But again, it's just for me to have fun, go to the track, and just lap, just have fun. I like to, and it sounds bad, but I'm sure everyone gets that feeling, is when, man, you can chase down Vets or Porsches and stuff like that, and this little, you know, little Scion FRS, little 200 horsepower car, and it's fun. The corners are fun, the speeds we can go at. It just lacks power. I eat up everyone in the corners, and then they just blow by me. So now I want to add that power, that excitement. The reason why I went with the middle range turbos is that all I care about is airflow, not so much boost pressure, right? I don't care about the measurement of back pressure, I just want airflow. I don't want a small turbo that lights up fast and makes a lot of torque and power down low. That's when I think we start to hurt things. I want to bring the power later into the upper power band, because, well, that's where I'm going to be most of the time. So I didn't want to go with a really small turbo, but I didn't want to go with a huge turbo because I need that throttle response. I need corner exits, to where when I'm bringing in power, you know, one, I don't want to like light up so fast that it upsets the car, but also I don't want to be giving it gas and it's just lazy coming out of the corners. So that's why I went with this mid-range turbo, the 660. Again, my goal was to say, hey, let's see what this car can do with 100 horsepower. Do I think 100 horsepower is going to kill it? I'm hoping not. There's not a whole lot of us out there tracking with the Gen 2s boosted, so it's kind of uncharted territory as of right now. I'm making this video. I have seen a few supercharged cars, but I don't know kind of where they're at, and still they're maybe low to mid 300s. And then we'll push it from there. Obviously, you know, I got the tires, I got the brake system. I really want to play with the aero. You know, 3D tunnels and a bigger splitter, stuff like that. Try to smooth or flatten the floor as much as I can on the bottom. Because man, that's a rush. It's going through the corners really fast. So that's why I went with this turbo. Again, low boost, but it has kind of more airflow over a stock turbo. Where I have, you know, not too much down low and it's not too laggy. I went in between. And who knows, I might throw this turbo on and it might spool way too fast and we might have to upgrade, which is fine. It's all V-band. It should just, you know, swap out, I would assume. It does have a turbo return with a factory pan. I'm waiting for Varus Engineering to, I know they're working on a pan. I just don't know how it's going to work with a turbo manifold or a turbo header with a return line for the oil pan. So that's one thing I want to add if we can. They're still kind of testing, mocking it up right now as we're making this video. What else? Man, I've been talking a whole lot. We talked about the clutch, you know, flywheel, injectors, the turbo. We're gonna, you know, tune it on you know, Ecutech, flex fuel. I'm thinking have gosh, what's his name, boosted performance. I'm hoping to have tuned the car. When could we see this done? I have no idea. It sucks that it took this long to get it. you know, I was quoted, you know, 8 to 12 weeks, and it went much further than that, which I kind of figured it would. When could we have it on the car and like dialed in and tuned and ready for the track? I don't know, to be honest. I wish I had an answer. I wish I can say in a few weeks or once we move, but you know, it's just, there's just so much going on, and as I continue to build, you guys, I will let you guys know, you know, kind of a little bit more into my life of what's going on. Nothing bad, it's all positive. It's just, I wish I had an answer. And my new home track, so to say, would be Road Atlanta, which I'm really excited for. I've been there once. I've tracked Mustangs on that track. Love the elevation. I love the high risk, high reward kind of track there. Still Sebring. I'm still gonna come down to Sebring. A bunch of my friends, father-in-law, everyone still has all their track cars, and I want to see the difference between where I was at Sebring NA versus boosted, to see how much faster we can go. So we will continue to come down to Florida every now and then. I just figured I'll make you guys an updated video and kind of show you the turbo kit, why I went with what I did, and that's it for the car. The future plans is, you know, turbo, heat management, so we're going to be working on ducting. I got to figure out how I'm going to mount the oil cooler, because now the intercooler is going to sit in front of it. We're going to go bigger hood vent just to get that hot air out of there. I want to make sure that the manifold, that it's not going to crack the downpipe, because things are going to flex. So we're probably going to go with a different set of motor mounts, so there's less movement there. Again, build a splitter, bigger splitter eventually once there's more power. And that's it. So, you know, turbo install video, you know, I'm going to do a video on it. There's been a bunch of you know, we've been chatting back and forth. I don't have an answer, so I figure I'll make a video, and you know, just kind of stay tuned, follow me on IG, and that's it. Any questions down, comment them down below, and again, you know, message me, most of you do, on IG, and we'll chit chat there, and I'll keep you guys posted. So wish me luck on the move, and I'm gonna be hurting some feelings here in the next few months when this thing's boosted. Thanks for watching.